Hey guys, Baduk here again, and again we're playing on the 3 down account. So our opponent has just played a double before and approached. This time let's mix it up with a pincer. There was an opening a while back where after approaching and getting pincered, black would just close the corner here. I haven't seen it in a while though. So the idea here now is that since we're getting this wall, it's going to be perfect for approaching black's lower right corner there. Yeah, so black makes more liberties for this corner shape so that they can safely jump here without getting pushed and cut successfully. That's what these stones down here are for. But then strangely, they play the knight's move. Okay, that's pretty weird. We'll talk about that later in a little bit of review after. So let me play high. Yeah. All right, and then connect. Ooh, greedy, 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 greedy. Okay, that's totally fine. It's not very threatening. So I think I might just build strength here first for now and just don't worry about it. Yeah. Even with one more move, black is still going to pay weak group tax on this group over time. And we can't really close it in anyway. There isn't really a clean way to do that. There is cap, but there's a attach here, and also they can come through here. We can play knight's move, but they have some sentes here. It's pretty messy. Let's just do this. Yeah, and then actually we can play here. Yeah, if they take the stone with Atari, we can counter Atari here and then capture the corner. So they instead would probably Atari and then connect here to break out. Yeah, but I'm not sure if I want that slightly broken kind of shape in the case where black has a stone here. Let's see, if I play there, Atari, connect, and then I think we should capture. Could be interesting, because if we break out into a fight, this stone could actually just become more of a casualty. Otherwise, I can play here and just extend. Or extend first and then play there, and then extend again. Okay, let's go ahead and just extend. That's okay, we'll just play the long, calm game. Neither of black's corners are overly big. This one is about 10 points. This one is a little bit more than 10 points. Okay, so black plays the one space extension. Well, I'm thinking about cap. There is also this peeping move. And then black will definitely resist somehow. Yeah, I'm not really liking it that much here. I can also cap from sort of a distance. If black plays there, I can push once and then play maybe a knight's move. And yeah. And if they play over there, I just cut it off. So even though there's an elephant eye shape here, I mean, here, it might not be so bad. What if black just plays a diagonal, a knight's move? That's a bit different. Yeah, then my shape is a little bit more broken, I guess. Sure, let's play from here then, nice and simple. Yeah, black probably comes out somehow. Yeah, and then we do have some leaning maneuvers like this over here if we want to build strength. So I'm thinking of sending black that way. That's why I'm thinking about what we could play over here. Of course, another thing I could do at this point is just play away. But before I play away, I should think about what I would do when black pulls this down. We definitely don't want black to settle really, really quick. That would just make things too easy for black.
Byoyomi now starts. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I guess I'll attack from here. Yeah, it's not really clear how I should attack this. But if I don't attack, black might do things to my group here first. So I want to at least be the one who is doing things first. The one to strike first. So on this side, I'm thinking of playing this peep actually as a way to partially fix this instead of actually fixing it while peeping black here.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Normally we just connect. Okay. Getting a response like that though, instead of some attach or something more efficient, yeah, then that's happy for us. So at this point, at this point, I don't have to do too much, I think.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 Byoyomis left.
I'm just thinking about what black's gonna do here, whether I should play out here or just play this Hane. I'm actually gonna play this Hane, even though it's normally very slow, but we're very surrounded. And strengthening up here actually has a relationship to black's ability to play some forcing moves on the side here to make eye shapes on the edge to get some more eye space and eye shape. So yeah. Now with that move, it's pretty obvious that we should just go out now and split. And then black's direction looks kind of strange. It's like running into my wall before my wall exists, basically.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Yep, just divide and get out. There's nothing very efficient looking about this black shape to me. It looks quite inefficient to me, actually. And I'm not trying to kill, so even if black were to push along here, I would just happily take the build up on this side. But black opted to cut here, which is pretty surprising since white's pretty strong over there and black is fairly weak over here. So we'll just go ahead and extend. I think.
9, 8, 7.
Okay, so I still have another peep here even. Now I need to be a little bit careful with my own shape here. I might not even have to ever connect this. We'll see.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
I'm going to play a little bit aggressive here. Ooh, that shape gives me a nice peep over here. Okay. Sure. Really? No, you can't do that. These two stones, that's the whole fight. You can't do that. The fight's over now. These stones are just weird random floating stones. What are they doing? Yeah, sacrificing these two stones was not an option here. Okay, so black is just trying to settle up, but now that all the white here is just super safe, I don't even need to begin to think of responding to that. So rather, we can even switch back to attacking this, and then we can easily come in here later.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And I don't even need to attack. I could just play normal moves now, but I will attack. Why not? Okay, that's not exactly Sente.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What do I mean? What am I even making on the left side? Who knows? But to be honest, and as long as I continue to have Sente and not necessarily losing Sente, when you lose Sente, right? That's when you need to be concerned with how much did you get, how big was your haul. But as long as everything we're doing is Sente, all we really need to
9, 8,
hold on.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I wasn't sure Atari or Extend. All we really need to be concerned with is like that each exchange happening one by one is better for us than for black. And clearly, like white building up here versus black getting these Dame stones, it's definitely better for white. So yeah. Now black thinks that they're taking Sente away from us, but what's going on with this black group here? What is going on here? I don't think it's really time for black to play away.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Actually, did I make a mistake there? I wasn't sure whether I should push once or just connect. But basically, I want to seal black in here and force black to show me the eyes. Should I block that?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sure, let's block that. I'm thinking though something on this side actually. Anyway, yeah, let's block that, fine. If black plays this exchange, that's gonna hurt the corner a lot later on in the endgame stuff. Also, black might be hoping to play something like this, but then I have this peep here, which then I can jump down with. So, what is going on with you, sir or madam?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Not sure. What are we doing? Yeah, so you're gonna get that Hane. But if I push once first, then you won't be able to get an eye here. So yeah, okay, I think I'll yeah, I think I'll actually, well,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
okay, maybe I have time.
2.
Yeah, even if they Hane and then play there, I could break the eye. So I don't really want to make this bad exchange if I don't need to. But I'll block now. This is one eye, and there's even a connection under by bumping here or playing Hane. So this move is like not actually captured yet, but also I'm trying to make this one eye. That is going to be massive damage to black's own corner. So that is quite fine. I'm thinking, should I Atari or should I extend Nobi?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
I guess Atari is okay. Yeah, and then just connect. This is like massive damage to the corner territory. So now I'm going to be able to block here and make black play something in the corner. Or if I really preferred, I could take this 2/2 point, which is actually going to be connected because of my first line stone. And then black has to connect, and then I even get this extra push too. So it depends what I want. Actually, what I could do, which is even smarter, a lot smarter, is do some kind of sente against that single stone and see if I can break this connection in sente and then kill the whole corner with this. That would be more interesting. Yeah, so black is going to make life in Gote. That is just fine. Before I do anything here, though, yeah, I kind of want to just respond here.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, so this player really likes to hog. I can tell what type of player this is. They like to hog all the territory and Tanuki from their weak group at the first chance to go take more points. That's actually a pretty strong player way of playing, to be honest, but can also be implemented poorly.
9, 8, 7,
There's a very fine line between doing that well and going way too far. Again with the slide, that's strange. Okay. So we have a really big block move here, actually. I should probably play it soon. Yeah, but I also want to play into here.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I was going to attach, but you know, we're playing it a little bit too new school, aren't we? So yeah. Black pincer, the pincer is making sense.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's go really old school with this attach. And then if I play here, then yeah, I'll make that shape. Could also play here. Just to settle really quickly.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Let's have fun with this slightly bad pattern. Black could also extend because I don't have that much space here anyways. Yeah, I think the attachment instead of a low approach is like a lot better in this case. But yeah, our name is old school, so yeah, what can you do? All right, Atari, capture, tiger mouth. We could Atari here, but if we do that, they might cut us in the meantime.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
If I Atari here and then they cut, I can capture, and then I mean, I guess there's even an interesting co-fighting possibility there.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Not sure. So I kind of want this Atari. All right. All right, and now I should probably help this group a bit. Yeah, so something reasonable.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Something. Yeah, I think the press here was a bit greedy because black could just attack this. And black can still do things to this, but I can also try to fight back. So let's see. If we push the Atari... Probably a bad plan. Is black gonna bump and then fight a Ko with me again here? Or not again. I guess there never was a Ko. Okay, so I could just connect on the top. Or I could play this one, which threatens... So here, here, here.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Not sure. Maybe this covering here was more reasonable. Yeah, I think I might have overplayed actually. Yeah, I think I overplayed. But okay, let's see. I should have just covered the top. Oh, you're doing that? I thought you would just come out with this diagonal. That kind of changes things. So now I can actually do something.
Yoyomi now starts.
Hooray. We are saved. We are, in fact, extremely happy now. So now we can also press this thing all the way. Oh. Yeah, or I can just take this and make black fix their own issue. Building the center. No, I think this kind of move is too tempting.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Oh, I guess I have to be careful of my liberties, though. I just realized. Maybe directly capturing this was the better move after all. Black already has 5 liberties.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Oh. Okay. That is not something I can complain about.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5.
I was thinking this push could turn into a bad exchange if something weird happens around the star point here. Empty triangle.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's hard for me to... it was hard to block off this shape very well. I mean, block off the center. Something wasn't right there. Yeah, the problem is black coming out here, I cannot allow.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm going to try to capture it a little bit bigger. Like this. There's some danger with that. But I don't think black has really anywhere to go.
Nine, 8, 7, 6.
This looks pretty easy for white to fight. Probably this black group is going to end up dying. We'll see. Black doesn't even have this stone connected yet, so the fight is kind of crippled for black.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Yeah, black is just running to their own demise here, I think. So honestly, all I have to do is just keep black inside, and I think black is just kind of dead already. I'm not seeing what black's plan is here.
9, 8, 7, 6.
What are you thinking? Okay, yeah, I thought about peeping here, but didn't seem like I needed to. Yeah, against that I could even jump. How is black expecting to get 2 eyes here? Nobody knows. That's actually not Sente, right? I can just do like an indirect response by imagining black, white, and then black Hane, and then white cut, and then black pulls out that stone somehow. So any sort of move like this is going to be
9, 8,
good enough.
6, 5, 4, 3.
I'll even play this one. This is just ultra solid now. Fake peeps. Gotta love them. Yeah, that's not gonna be eyes.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're already connected with these 2 stones being captured, so this is not really a cut. This is just black trying to make eye shapes. So like capturing this would be not very thoughtful. Instead, we should keep our eye on the prize. Maybe I'll push here and then I'll Hane. No, wait, I cannot do that.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll just push there, and then if they block, I can Atari. If they play here, I can go out. There's not enough space here. Yeah, this should be fine. White's too strong out here for black to be able to really run anywhere. This one, I don't know if that's even Sente, but there's that Atari. I think black is already dead even if I play away, but I'm gonna just respond because that's, you know. Okay, black resigned. Cool. Cool. Okay, so let's see. In the beginning, yeah, so we decided to pincer here. There used to be, there's an opening where black plays some kind of corner enclosure, like one of these two. And the idea is, like, if white plays here, still the black stone is not dead yet. And meanwhile, black already finished this corner and can play another corner, or yeah, maybe even somewhere over here. And there's also this wedge when black wants to, depending on ladder, when black wants to revive that stone. And if white plays here, then black can also keep playing away, and the attach and Hane is still there. Yeah. So this Joseki happened. So like if white jumps ahead on the third line like this, there's a push and cut problem. Like this. Or if they connect the other side, then you capture these two stones. So black doesn't have the liberties to jump like this. That's why normally this Joseki is to build more liberties with these exchanges and then jump here. But we need to understand that that blackstone, like if black had just played here directly without these exchanges, because the whole point of these exchanges is to get that jump. The knight's move, you can already just play it. And imagine if white tries to play away now. There's going to be some trouble with this move now, especially because white cannot connect under. Like this, then block. By the way, whenever you're playing the diagonal to prevent them from using this kind of tactic where they connect over top, where they, they'll throw the meat there and the wolves go after it, and then you distract them and connect through like this, right? Sorry, hold on. Yeah, so whenever you're black in this case and you're trying to keep them from connecting under, you want to make your stones go in a row, okay? That way when they try to cut, you just capture. They try to cut again, don't get tricked, don't capture this, but just connect the top, right? The cut at 8, it's a fake Tetsuji, it's a fake Suji. It doesn't do anything. White is still dead there, and white's all, black is all connected. So that's the way, right? Like this, and then like this or this, and yeah, white is not connected. The mistake sometimes people make is to try to cut like this. The problem with that, when white wanted to connect everything, is that, or when black wanted to stay connected with everything, is that white cuts and now the top cut is a real cut. So remember to put them in a row like this, not with like this kind of boomerang shape. In general, yeah. So the fact that black can even just come out here like this, right? It means white was still owing a move. And this is actually an interesting one I recommend you guys to try, because what if white plays like this? Then black can still get these. And if you imagine that white saves that stone, then white is actually super slow, because then it looks like this happened. Normal, 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 right? And then black plays a slightly weird knight's move, but then white plays here. This move at 6 is not necessary. It's so slow. Normally, this Joseki, we play away. So, in a way, going directly here, even in this case where we had the approach move and the pincer, is sort of like a trick move, because many of your opponents might play like this or this. But what they probably should play is something that doesn't exactly capture the blackstone, but threatens to swallow it up on a much larger scale and make the fighting harder for black. So, for example, something like this. Yeah, so let's say it happens like this, or even like this. The thing is that black is not fully alive in the corner here. And then if black lives like this, there's actually still a huge problem there, which maybe black can resolve with a Hane here. But anyway, white has this connection, right? Or playing here. So so this pressing is possible. It could be done even like this too. Yeah. What else? Pretty much it. Yeah. So you can press here. It's basically a fight. Yeah. Like if black pushes and then does this, then white's also going to have some sente like blocking here, forcing this, and this fight is very bad for black, it looks like. Yeah, so so this pressing move is also pretty good, I think. Maybe you could, yeah, this is actually tricky for white unless they play something. And there's a lot of moves for white that are also not very good. Like this one doesn't have any impact or real sente value on the corner. So black can still just go out. And black also has access to this move. Yeah, so I don't know too much about it, to be honest, because it's such a rare. I haven't really had this happening in my games, but I know this one is one of white's options here. I know that I should avoid just trying to capture because, again, we get very, very poor efficiency now with white. Yeah, so playing the knight's move here kind of defeats the whole purpose of these 1 and 3 exchanges because these exchanges actually hurt the black stone and give white connections now above or below. So now after this, white definitely can play away. And black is just on the second line and I can press later. Like, why so low? Yeah. Okay. So basically, if you want to play knight's move, I would say just do it directly. Otherwise, you Hane connect so that you can jump. And this is the most common, by the way. Okay. So that's the game. Black should not invade here right now. They should just play here. And if white doesn't defend, then you can go in. And then white either defends very solid like this or tries to gain more efficiency by making the area bigger, something like this, which allows black to come in but gives black a tougher fight. Yeah. And then white can gain things from the fight and then just take the next big place after all that. Yeah, so this is the one of the right ways to punish this black. Yeah. It's tricky finding the attacking direction here, actually. I suppose play away is totally valid right now. Something like this, for example. Maybe even something like this. To be honest, I don't have a very good feeling about my attack here because it's pushing black towards where I'm not actually that strong. But when black is just playing like this, then okay, I get to play another move. So it's just, I'm just gaining now. And this move was strange because white just chops through it. It doesn't seem to make sense. I think black is falling victim to the SDK curse, and certainly DDK too, of trying to think about making eyes locally too frequently. Like it's much better to just go out. Yeah. So black has access to things like this one and Atari, and so black could even play knight's move here. I didn't even read that. It just, from experience, it should work. So if white tries to do some sort of cut, in general, this should be sente because otherwise white's in big trouble and black is starting to make the bottom. So white definitely has to cut. And let me check something. I was checking if we even need the Atari. Seems like we do. Seems like we do at least need the Atari. So I was reading also this. Yeah. Okay, so we need to do this one. So if white tries to go out now, then we can capture. In fact, we can even do this one. Yeah, we can even do this one. White connects under like this and like this. And even if black doesn't connect this, I mean, if black does, anyway, you can see that white has no eyes. Not to mention the fact that black is connected across here. So now if we focus on 8 and 4, like we can already do something. How much can we do? Yeah, we cannot capture it. So we just need to go out somehow then. That means maybe even connecting, because white cannot actually connect their two groups unless like without losing something. So yeah. So let's say white plays here, right? You just push and cut. And white's in big trouble on both sides. Meanwhile, these stones, they're actually connected. Yeah. Here, same thing. We should probably cut. Oh, this cut doesn't work. So maybe this one. Yeah, this is great for black too. So yeah. And you can see that after this, we can capture this one. Yeah, even this way works too. So I wouldn't normally play a move like this because it's so slow. But in this case, we are very much surrounded. And, you know, clench your fist before you punch, right? Like, how can we attack when we're weak, right? Yeah, but this direction for black, I don't think it makes sense. Even if black doesn't know that they could knight's move, at least go out somehow. At least this one is a bit more central. Not... This one feels like black is ramming their head against the wall. Except that the wall exists after the head. Yeah. And this cut looks super unreasonable to me. I think black still has to go out something like this. And this one is definitely not a good shape. Probably here. Or at least bamboo is better. But black could have played Hane, because if I cut, black could save the two stones first and then capture me over here. Therefore, when black Hanes, I'm going to connect. And then black can play, well, maybe like this. And at least now black is all connected and growing that way, which means black could also come back to attack us down here. So white also has to be very careful in this fighting because white's not that strong anymore. Yeah, I was thinking about whether this might be a case where Atari wants like this is actually good and then connect. This might be the case for it. I'm not too sure though. This one is normal, extending. That's more normal. Yeah, so this is probably an important place. I was actually thinking of connecting though, because I'm worried later on about this cut. And if I just connect, the other thing too is there's a price to pay with this one, like I said, of black doing something like this, which takes away some of our eye space. So I did sort of ponder the idea of just playing it this way and leaving behind my ability to attach here, which is the bamboo breaking Tsuji, which threatens to capture two stones and then builds this area. Yeah, that's why I hesitated to play this peep. But yeah, black has to connect here somehow. Like, no, you cannot give up these two stones. It's just not an option. At least not yet. After white on both sides is already completely alive, then the two stones can lose their purpose and then they can be not important anymore. But right now, this is like one of the most important groups on the board. So, to be honest, the game is almost over now. But that's holding it to a pretty high standard. So, yeah, I would not suggest black to stop and resign, but just now white has total control because white has no weak groups and black has like one and kind of two weak groups. White also has better influence than black, you might say here. Yeah, and then white has Komi too. White's gonna be okay for points, as long as it starts to manifest soon. And playing away again, yeah, like black's situation here is very bad. Probably push again. Also, I was thinking maybe black should attach here. Maybe even, no, yeah, probably attach. Get some forcing moves in there. Even if all that happens is this 1 for 2, that's a gain for black. Unless black really wanted to get this one, but yeah. Very awkward situation for black. It's so inefficient. It's all dame. This connect is, I don't think it's very good. Yeah, I thought if black goes out, I didn't really read quickly enough. It's obviously not like, oh, okay, actually, maybe it is kind of working for white. But it depends on like over here. So now it's suddenly different. Yeah. Now white would be captured. So basically this connect, I don't think it was very good. Yeah, so basically, why was I okay to throw this in? Well, if black plays here or does some other stuff and then plays here, like that's gonna be almost 2 eyes already. Like probably 2 eyes. It depends on, this peep makes it not exactly that simple, but black also has other area here to make another eye. So I went ahead and threw in because after I block here, and even if black defends, it's still only 1 eye. And if black doesn't, then there is going to be this connecting under, like this. Or like this. Which is a ko. Yeah, now white could even go here and not get cut. So that's a huge damage to black's corner. So black lives like this, but it's going to be about 2 points plus whatever's here. Yeah, basically it's like 5 points-ish around here. And white gained a lot, and then still I have time to play over there. And the damage over here is super big. Far, far more valuable than the 5.6 points that black gets around here. Whoops. Right, okay, so we played the same Joseki again, and again, black played low. Yeah, so I should, if I want to play optimally, the new school move here is probably a pretty good choice, I think. Something like this, right? And then any kind of extension now will be fine. Let black have this. And then I was thinking, so regarding this part, I know that this one forces black to do something in the corner here. And I know that this one forces black to connect back. So then I was thinking, okay, imagine I do something like this. Then I can kill the whole thing maybe. Like here, and then maybe this one. And here. And then, yeah, even if I just save these stones, black is still only 1 eye here. Yeah, so indirect threat is the way. If black plays this one, then I was gonna push down probably. Black cannot play here because everything dies. So black has to either go back and then let me, you know, reap the rewards in some way here, right? Or black has to play again on this side, but then on this side, black is in big trouble. Yeah, that was going to be my plan, but there was other things happening elsewhere on the board, and there were other things. I keep using bad grammar. Yeah, so like I thought killing this, even especially if I give black a little treat over there, might be small. So I didn't kill it yet, or I didn't start doing that stuff yet. Yeah, locally this is pretty good for black, and black even has like a lot of things they can do around here, even bumping and making a ko shape to perform the cut and fight ko, and sometimes some stuff like with these moves. So yeah, I could play even safer, but then my efficiency is just like so bad. Imagine they come here and we do some sort of block, and then they also get these moves. Like, look how tiny my territory becomes. And that's even assuming black doesn't just go in. So yeah, there's some moves I just cannot bring myself to play. I'd rather trade and compromise and get messy. I think around here this is probably a vital point of sorts, actually. That's my feeling. Black and white both maybe want to play there. My shape is so bad. Yeah, so I won't be able to do all this so-called old school stuff all the time when we get the account really high level or much higher level. But for now, ding dong. Man, I don't know how to prevent those. Maybe if I look in the settings. Okay, so yeah, black messed up pretty big here. If black just played even something like this, it would have been very, very risky for this group here. So I made a mistake, but then black made a bigger mistake. Yeah, and then I think I think I should just play here. And then whatever black, like they cannot just start doing stuff like this now because there's problems on this side. So probably black plays here. And then I have moves like this to threaten cutting, and I could try to go for something like this. That would be amazing for us. I could even play this one maybe. Yeah, black didn't really have a good plan here. They thought somehow they would get 2 eyes in this tiny corridor of all of my stones, but no. I mean, how? How are you going to get 2 eyes in this tiny little space that's like right now black is like inside of that that garbage what do you call it, compaction unit thing that, remember in Star Wars, those of you who are old enough and you know who've seen, I don't remember which one it was actually. Was it like episode 2 or something? I don't know, but original Star Wars trio, right? So there's the scene where they're stuck in the you know, the room that's full of garbage and it's getting compacted by the walls closing in. Yeah, and then they had to brace it like with a pole or something to stop it from crushing them. So this is the pole, right? This is black inside the garbage compaction thing. Yeah. But anyway, black just gets squished in the end. I mean, the walls are going to close in at some point unless you find a way to escape, and there's no way to escape here. So yeah. I mean, that is one way that black became efficient, if you catch my drift. Yeah. Okay, so anyway. So what's the moral of the story here for black? Well, black was a little too greedy, hogging all the territory and then playing really rash and early invasions, like jealous invasions, and then just hoping for the best with all the weak groups. and just also playing aggressive cutting like this, kind of no matter what the situation was. But you have to judge it based on the situation, like making weak group after weak group after weak group and trying to not let your opponent have any territory. Like even when black decided to stop fighting here and just played like this, you can tell like that black right now is in a phase where they think that they can just keep like Tanukiing white's moves as often as possible and keep neglecting the groups as often as possible to keep grabbing more third line and second line territory, right? They keep ignoring. Yeah, but it's a bit too extreme. And there wasn't really a sense of balance. Like black never tried to get high positions or anything. They just keep, you know, finding caves to crawl into basically in the corners and the edges and the sewers. Yeah, black did have a decent chance in this area though when I made a mistake. So yeah, to be honest, even here, I mean, white hasn't actually materialized that much territory yet. I do still have the ploy like around here. And it's true that a lot of black's territories are very, very small. That's why I am confident with white here, but black's not completely out of the game yet, so... And there's still this way in over here. So instead of just constantly jumping on the first chance they see to cut something and just always doing it instantly like they did, they should spend more time. You know, just come out here first would make sense, or push here. And then this move here is very, very big, which is, you know, extending black's territory while crawling into where white could have made territory. Yeah, actually, I really wanted to block here ASAP. But before anything, I had to deal with this problem because my group there is, yeah, in dire straits. So yeah, that is the game. And then black got compacted. All right. If you enjoyed this, please give a like and ideally a comment. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.